Okay, welcome back to Bounce Around Charleston. Okay, earlier you heard about the Taste of Black Charleston, okay? But now we're going to talk about the Black Expo. And Darrin Johnson is here and Joselyn Johnson, and they're going to fill us in on everything you need to know about this wonderful event. Welcome back to Bounce Around Charleston.
Thanks for having us.
Welcome.
Okay, Darrin, where are we going with this?
All right. Hey, it's 2023, and, you know, it feels so good. Last year, coming out of COVID, we had such a great turnout.
Yeah.
People were excited. Charleston turned out last year.
Yes.
Kiki shared in Anthony Anderson, the whole lineup. Well, we've got a bigger lineup this year. We're extremely excited about the 2023 Black Expo, Saturday, March 11th at the Convention Center. Pastor, we've got Eva Marcel, we've got Lorenz Tate, we've got J. Alfonso Nicholson from P-Valley, we've got Tim Bowman Jr., we've got the Pastor Mike competition, we've got the HBCU fair, we'll have some unique food vendors there. We've got the entire convention center, which is the first time we've used the entire convention center in probably about 5 or 6 years. So the expo has grown back to its original size. So we're excited. We are. This young lady's done a fantastic job. And people keep asking, well, man, how do y'all do it in Charleston? I said, you know what? We've got good people, and the community always comes out to support.
Right.
And Joselyn, I just saw you earlier
Yes.
talking about the Taste of Black Charleston.
Yes, and we ate.
And now you're here to talk about Black Expo.
Yeah.
What is your role?
So I am the Charleston Market Event Manager. So basically that means I represent the team here in the Charleston. It is my role to make sure that Charleston is represented at this event and what our needs are and what our market desires takes place at the event. So.
And you do a wonderful job.
Thank you. Thank you.
You brought that young lady on here earlier, Faith Austin, with some wonderful desserts. You do a good job.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. So what can we expect at Black Expo?
Yeah, so Black Expo is our family-oriented event. It is something for everyone, from the workshops to the on-the-stage performances to our kids area. We're excited to bring some new partners to our kids area and bring back some of those who have supported us along the way so that your kids have something fun and entertaining and they walk away with something as well. One of the big things that we're bringing back is that local artist element of Expo. As a kid, that was something that I always look forward to going to, and so the team, we brainstormed on how we can do this and talked to our radio partners, and they all came together to do this Pass the Mic competition. So what contestants can do is they go to their radio station's website, they could submit their audition to be a representative of that media group at Expo. So at the Expo, each media group will bring 2 contestants, and they will all compete for a chance to win a cash prize. $3,000 is the first place winner, $2,000 for second place, $1,000 for third place. So come out, bring your supporters, and put your best foot forward. We're excited.
You need to be sure you can do what you do.
Please.
Absolutely.
Because you know why? Because your peers will definitely be there to check you out.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Exactly. And you never know who will be in the audience. Again, we're doing this with radio partners, so you never know who's going to be in the audience. So make sure that you come and put your best foot forward. You never.
Well, not only that, you having some amazing performers there themselves. Some of them may pick you up and look at you.
Exactly. We're excited to have gospel artist Tim Bowman Jr. And the Faith City Music. He's bringing the whole band. So you never know who Tim Bowman Jr. is going to bring with him either. So just come prepared. This is his first time in Charleston. When we reached out, he was like, "I have never been in Charleston." He was excited to come and support. So this is a big deal.
Well, you know, we were just talking earlier on the show that we have some amazing performers right here that hit the Grammys this past weekend.
Ranky Tanky.
And Chandler Moore and Maverick.
Charleston was represented at the Grammys now.
Yeah. So that's something we can think about for the future.
Exactly.
That's right.
And you know, and they should respond because they belong to us.
Exactly. Exactly.
Absolutely.
Okay, so what are we thinking about vendors? What type of vendors are we looking at?
Oh man, it's all over the place, and I'm glad you brought that up because what I have to remind people that in its most purest form, Black Expo is an opportunity to support small African American companies and just businesses, period. Because we've got folks from all walks of life that participate. But you know what, Reverend Miller, you've got folks that are there selling goods and wares, whether it's product, whether it's services, whether they're real estate agents. The whole idea is to get exposure and visibility. So we tell folks there's an expectation that you come to Black Expo. Yeah, you're going to invest immediately by supporting those businesses there, but there's a real opportunity to develop relationships with those companies that you work with afterwards. And here's the thing that really stood out. The year we had to cancel the expo, I'll never forget, I had 2 from vendors who said, is there any way you can reschedule soon? And I'm like, well, no, here's where we are. And they said, you just don't understand how much the Charleston Expo means to my year financially.
Yeah.
I said, help me. And they said, well, from my vantage point, when I come to Black Expo with the thousands of people there, I engage 100 new customers that I can plot over the year, and that has a profound impact on my business. That's what we have to bear in mind, and quite honestly, that's really the true purpose of Black Expo.
Exactly.
Is to give exposure and visibility to those businesses so that they grow, foster relationships, and impact our communities favorably.
Exactly.
And you know what? And that's what it's all about. And I'm happy for this show because we reach a lot of people in the Low Country.
Absolutely.
And we want them to know that when they just watch the show, they need to support
Absolutely.
those who are on the show.
Right,
And we're grateful. We really are because, we've had the good fortune of serving many communities with Black Expo over the years. And I had a conversation with some folks with Chase Bank out of New York because they expressed huge interest in Charleston. And the lady asked me, she said, well, Darrin, why Charleston? I said, because of all the markets we've been in, it has been the one that's been so consistent in its support, and the community has been the driving force behind us being able to really garner the support of the community, the people that participate, but also drawing the interest from people outside the market as well.
Yeah. And to that point, I want to make sure we give kudos because this is also a year where our title sponsor, our title sponsor, that is the main presenting sponsor of Black Expo this year, is a minority-owned business, not just a Black-owned business, but a Black woman-owned business, TJ Entertainment Group. And so that just shows the support and the impact that the Charleston Black Expo has, that we're able to build and foster that type of relationship with an entertainment group, and they see the value in what we're doing to build and grow and use this as exposure for their artists as well. So this is a great year to be at the Black Expo, to participate in. Pass the mic, like I said, I don't want y'all to miss it. That is TJ Entertainment Group. They do represent artists and those in the industry, so it's a big deal.
Well, even at that, even with your Taste of Black Charleston, it allows the community to meet the chefs.
That's right.
Exactly.
From around the area.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
Absolutely.
And purchase their wear.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Okay. But now tell me something. Are there any more vendor spots open?
There are still vendor spots open, but vendor spots, again, it's a hot commodity, so make sure that you go in, register now on blackexposouth.com. Go ahead and secure your booth so that you can select that prime location that you want, because those booth locations are first come, first serve. So make sure that you go on over to the website. Like Darrin said, we're expanding to the full convention center, so we have the space for our vendors to be creative. If they're like, you know what, I need more than just that 10 by 10, I want to use 2, and you purchase 2 and you can be creative with that space. We have the room to do that, and this is the year to bring that out.
Now tell me something. What are you all most excited about for this year? That's hard, huh?
Man, it really is. It really is. Joselyn and the rest of our team are doing such a fantastic job. If I can cheat a little, I'm going to say there are 2 things that's really driving my interest. One, the fact that we brought back the community engagement with the Pass the Mic competition. To me, that you go back, Reverend Miller, to the days when we used to do the old gospel competition, and the hall was packed with people. And the fact that we've got all the radio stations engaged in this, all the radio groups. engaged. And then at the same time, here's the story that's not told. When we go out and talk to celebs about coming to Charleston, this year was easy because Anthony Anderson had such a good time in Columbia last year.
Okay.
He went and told Lorenz Tate about Black Expo. He told Eva Marcel, he said, man, let me tell you, Charleston, that Black Expo in Charleston.
Go there.
Because we didn't know, he hung out on King Street till like 3 o'clock in the morning buying pizzas for people, taking pictures and everything. He had such a good time in Charleston. So the thing that's exciting is that it took Charleston's representation last year fed into the success of people wanting to be here this year.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, when you show, I'm listening to you, Darrin, listening to you, Joselyn, when you share that excitement
Absolutely.
Yeah.
about what you're doing, it feeds into the people.
Absolutely.
Right,
It's infectious.
right,
It
right.
really is.
Okay?
It really is.
Because if you don't like what you're doing, then you're not going to talk about it.
When you're not passionate about
That's
what
right.
you're doing,
That's
right?
Right. You got to be
right.
passionate about it. And I'm hearing that from both of you, and that's why the community will come out and support what you're doing.
Right.
What about price?
So still economical. We cover parking. Tickets are $15, and that covers you for the entire day. That covers you the entire day, the entire exhibition hall. We have always kept it just very cost effective.
Okay. So let's wrap it up and give us date, time, place.
I'll give you date, time, place here. So the date is Saturday, March 11th. We'll be at the the Charleston Area Convention Center. Doors open at 10. We close at 5. There is something all day. And then for those who want to hang with us a little bit longer, we are adding a new Black Expo social that will take place. TTM Enterprise is presenting that, so we're excited for new partnerships. This is just the year for collaboration. So that's another opportunity to dress up, come and hang out with us down at the Harbor Club West Edge after Expo. So come out with your family, and then get a babysitter, and then come to the.
hang out.
That's right.
But then you need to start with a taste of Black Charleston.
That's it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even though you won't tell me where it is, but now we know the Black
Just
Expo.
get the
We thank you for being on Bounce Around Charleston.
Thanks for having me.
Darrin,
Always, man.
Joselyn,
Thank
you
you.
all for being here.
Thank you so much.
You heard it already here on Bounce Around Charleston. They want you to come out.
Absolutely.
It's the 25th annual Black Expo. We'll be right back after